Which one of the following statement is not part of the classical Darwinian theory of evolution by natural selection? Let's look into the theory of natural selection as given by Charles Darwin. He gives out the following points. First, rapid multiplication. Charles Darwin mentions that the population increases geometrically. Second, limited food resources and space availability. Food resources and space available for these organisms is limited. Hence, population size remains constant. So, even though the population is supposed to increase geometrically, but because of the constraint imposed by food resources and space availability, the population size remains constant. Third, struggle for existence. Due to the limited natural resources, there occurs interspecific and intraspecific struggle for existence among these organisms. Next, variation in a population. So there are continuous and discontinuous variation which are heritable in nature, and this all come together into the fifth point, which says that the natural selection and survival of the fittest. So the individuals having more favorable variations will survive and reproduce. Lastly, it says inheritance of these useful variations. So like as mentioned in the fourth point, the variations are heritable in nature. So the surviving individuals would pass on their useful variation to the next generation. And lastly, origin of new species mentions that after a number of generations, the variations become so prominent that their possessors turn into a member of new species. So the variation which enable them to survive in an environment and gets passed on to the next generation. And if those variation lead to an adaptation in the organism, it gives rise to a new species. So now, coming back to the question, let's look at the 4 points that are given. First is a trait which is constantly used will get inherited by next generation. Second, phenotypic variations exist among the individuals of a population of a species. Third, individuals that best fit into a given environment are more likely to survive. Fourth, each population can randomly acquire a distinct and separate suit of variation. So out of these, the first one does not follow the Darwinian theory of evolution by natural selection. The first one talks about constant usage, which was given by Lamarck. The other three follows what Darwin mentioned as part of natural selection. To know more about evolution and ecology, you can refer to this course offered by NPTEL.